Hey, what we're going to be working on today is I've got so many projects around the property, but one that's been driving us nuts the most is we've had a lot of moisture. And you can see right out here all these weeds. We thought we were being real clever. Oh, I think it was a year ago now when we laid down all these wood chips. But what we found out is after it rains a couple times, those wood chips hold the moisture if they're not thick enough. And so you can kind of see right back here, I have a big pile of wood chips left. And everywhere here where I didn't put the wood chips thick enough, the weeds are coming up like it's a forest. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna cut all these weeds down. Then I'm gonna spray them with some poison. And then after I get that done, I'm gonna take those wood chips from that pile and I'm gonna make it thicker. Because one thing I found is in front of the house where I have it thick, it's probably, I don't know, the wood chips are about 4 to 5 inches thick. I don't have to worry about any weeds. None are coming up. And so it's doing what it's supposed to. Now it isn't a true mulch, and so I'll set that as a warning for any of you in the future. If you get a good deal on wood chips like we did, you have to put it quite a bit thicker than mulch because it's not going to pack in and create the barrier that you want. So anyway, let's go ahead and get going, but I'm just going to focus on this part of the property first, just right out here. And then if it works out okay, then I'll take care of the rest of the property. But yep, let's start with that. So one thing I thought that I'd show you is I use this little Craftsman 675 push weed trimmer around the property just because I've got so much area to cover. And so what you have to do with one of these kinds of trimmers is because it isn't a feed trimmer, so it doesn't feed itself as you tap on it or get the bump when you bump it. So you have to cut your strips. And so I wanted to show you how I do that. Have a little bit of it pulled out here, and it has to be 18 inches. That's how long you need it for each one. And so what I usually do is I just lay out a tape measure, measure my 18 inches, and then clip it, and then just start making my little pile. They last pretty long, but I don't like to stop in the middle of a project to do this. If I'm doing the project, I want to keep doing it. And so this is just, for me, part of the preparation before I even start doing the work, before I even start doing the job. So I'll cut me 2 more here, and that'll be plenty. I probably won't even use all of them. But like I said, I just wanted to show you how I do this. It's probably not fancy. There's probably people who have a better way of doing it, but it works out just fine for me. And so I'm going to get this trimmer set up, and then we'll get trimming these weeds. So I just threw my trimmer cord, and so I wanted to show you how you put this in. I need 2 of them, because there's 2 that go on each of these. Make sure the engine's off, so that you don't accidentally have so you don't have an accident, let's say. But what I'll do is I'll match up the 2 ends, and then crimp it. So I have a loop right there, and then all you do is you just shove it in through a hole, push up, and there's a hook in there, and as soon as you get it around that hook, you just pull it back, and that's it. Do the next one here. Usually the cord lasts a little longer than what it did there just then, but the one that I had on here, I didn't start with a new cord, so it was probably one that I'd used for quite a while last time. So let's see if we can get this to last a little bit longer. Those look like they're set. We can get back to it.
When
All right, today is a new day and we're going to go ahead and start this project back up again. What I want to accomplish today is I'm going to try to spray the weeds, get all the weeds killed, and then after that we're going to spread the mulch out and see if we can cover up this area. So hopefully by the time we're done it's looking a lot better. You can see that I have the riding lawnmower with the little trailer hooked up. The weed control that I like to use is the RM43 Total Vegetation Control. The reason why I like this one is because it not only has the weed killer for the current weeds that are growing, so it kills them, but it also has a pre-emergent in it that lasts for up to a year. So not only do you kill the weeds that are currently and actively growing, but then you prevent any future weeds from growing up or coming up out of the ground. So let's go ahead and go over, get this diluted and mixed up appropriately, and then we'll get spraying some weeds. Okay, I've got the poison in here. What I usually like to do is I like to drive it around. I'll just drive it around the property a little bit and that'll mix it up. So I always put the water in first, then I add whatever chemical it's going to be. And then one thing I want to add, just a helpful reminder, if you're like me, I very normally will wash things off on the lawn because it doesn't make a muddy spot. Don't forget, especially if you're using weed killer, to not wash out over the lawn. So wash out over your gravel or something like that. So I know this because of past mistakes, so hopefully that'll save somebody else from making the same mistake. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, drive around a little bit, and then we'll get to spraying. Okay, I've got all the piles dropped. Kind of see it here in the background, over here by one of the barns, over here by the shop. I'm gonna walk you over here, show you this other area too where I have it. Took the better part of a couple hours to get all those piles dropped. I had to go and get some extra mulch. There's a local area here where a lot of the tree cutters, the arborists will drop all their wood chips, and anybody who wants to can go and pick them up. So here's this side of the house. You can see the piles over by the chicken coop, over here by this east side of the shop. So now all we have left to do is just get started spreading this. I'm gonna see if I can hire the chickens out, get them to help me, because otherwise it's just gonna be a lot of work. But let's get to it. Okay, just finished up here, spreading that mulch. It was a hot day. I had to put a bandana on to catch the sweat. But for the most part, I'm really happy with the way it turned out. You can see I got this whole area done. I did all the way around. I'll do a little drive around so that you can see how it looks. Probably need a little bit more mulch. You'll see a couple spots that are empty, but nothing that I can't patch up and fix here pretty soon. But the important thing is spraying those weeds before I put the mulch on is going to allow that weed killer to soak in and that pre-emergent to go down in. So as rain falls and hits this mulch, it'll just wash that pre-emergent down. Whereas if I was to try to put it on top of the mulch, I may lose a lot of that pre-emergent and it won't get into the soil. So the way that I did it here, the pre-emergent should get down into the soil to prevent future weeds. And then, you know, there's some upkeep and tidying, but that's the joy of having a property like this, is there's always plenty of projects. Every year it's just going to look better and better, and I'm here for it. I really enjoy it. So leave me any comments, any questions. If there's any types of projects that you would like to see me do, or any questions, just ask. I'm happy to do it, but I'm going to continue throwing some videos up. But let me do a drive around, let you see what it looks like.